I've spent $44,560 worth of Frost Stars in Whiteout Survival in 183 days. I'm going to spend a little more today. I'm still working on my budget, but I'm trying to play as an efficient whale. Those of you who already follow me know that, and you know my struggle with that. I originally thought I was going to only spend $16,000 for all of, 2026, but that didn't work out, did it? Now I'm already up to almost $45,000. We'll be there shortly, actually. So let's get into what's going on tonight. We don't have an awful lot. The childhood event is winding down. The Dreamscape memory wound down. I do want to talk about a couple of things as far as efficiency, though, tonight, and show you some things that are going on with the account. First, let's talk about what happened since I last recorded, because sometimes I have to do things off camera. And one of the things I've been telling you about is what's going on with my arena run. So as we can see, let's see, this was 6-6, so... And today is, so 6-6. If we come back here, look for the earliest 6-6 here, show you what happened. So after the reset last night, I took first place. That was 6-5. And then this dude, I don't know why probably because I hit him a bunch of times, but has a vendetta against me, hits me for -5. This dude, actually much more powerful than me, but, puts a big flat 0 up. Then he does a -6. Then he does another 0. This is probably because of Holger and some of my other, skills going up. But look, this dude hits me again. So, I start my run, look, almost like just a minute and a half until the reset. So, was able to get him, got another couple other people who got some points going up there. Then he's at the top. So I'm hitting him. He hits me. He gets a big fat 0. I hit him again, right? He hits me. I hit him. I'm always doing better than he's doing on me. Like I'm taking more points than he's taking away from me. And he's coming up with 0s every now and then. And there we go. Another -6 for me and a 0 and then a 0 for him. And then another, +8 for me, +8 for me. So I was able to come up on top again. I'm not there right now because somebody else must have done some stuff. But, I ended up first place after the reset. And, so we got one more day of arena. But one of the things I had to do is because I saw these people are basically, they're gunning for me, right? This guy's got something against me. Like, he doesn't want to lose an arena, basically, And so, basically I did a little bit of Essence Stone work here just to get this up to +16. And then I actually forgot I should have done it last night, but I didn't allocate the extra after recording. I didn't allocate the extra XP to these other components. So I did that quickly as well to try to kind of make myself not as much of a target. So that's where we're sitting with the hero gear. But as a result of that, I did pop another hero gear mastery. And because I spent a bunch of, Essence Stones outside of SVS, I feel a little guilty about it. And plus I like those lucky hero gear chests. This is not the best deal in the game, but it's not a bad value by any means. So I'm going to grab that. All right. So that's the lucky hero gear chest. And that's that I did off camera. So we got the wild brawl right now, but I'm gathering right now. I'm going to have to recall those and stuff. I should do one of these on camera at one point. It's not super exciting, actually. For the ones that I've done, I occupy as many buildings as I can, and usually people the ones I've did, they really can't touch me really, and it's not very exciting. It's kind of actually boring. I could try the cross-gen battle, but I don't want to lose. It's like there's no sense in it. Like I'm just doing it for the rewards anyways, and you might as well get all the points you can. Maybe once I max out all the points, I'll just try the cross-gen for fun. But it's like hard because there's people in there that are well beyond you. Sometimes it just depends on what you hit, but that's much harder. So I don't really have a need to torture myself that way. I just want to get my basic points and get out of there. It is kind of fun though. It is fun. It's just they're quick little 10-minute sessions. So let's take a look at King Icefield. What we got going on tonight. So we got pets. I'm not going to do a lot with pets right now because we got new pets coming up, and I could, advance one of my pets a little bit farther, but I don't really see a need to do that. We got fire crystals, which I can't do. We got speed ups. We got chief gear, which I already did. We got collecting, which is why I'm doing the gathering. And then we've got shards, which I don't have any of. So, what we're looking at is basically speed ups, and I'll use some speed ups for experts because that's where I'm kind of stuck right now. I could use experts for research if I wanted to a little bit, but there's no benefit to doing that because we don't have any of the buffs on or anything like that. I suppose I could get one of the presidential buffs for some research speeds, but it's either going to be between expert and research. Basically, I'll do a little bit of that. And I am going to show my research tree tonight because some people were asking about that, and I want to show you what the research tree looks like. So, because I don't have a lot of other content tonight as well. Actually, it'll be a full night tonight, but let's keep on going. So, that's what happened after the reset. So let's see. The other events is obviously the childhood memory event. So let's take a look at Party Expert, and this is basically speed ups as well and chief gear. Again, I don't want to do any more chief gear than I have to, so I'm going to have to unlock this with, probably just expert speeds. And I do need to do some speeds to finish off this Ice Bomb Frenzy. Oh no, I don't. I already did this. I only needed 1,000, so I'll do another 30,000 troops. So all right, let's take care of that one first, and we'll take care of that. So we'll do some speed ups here. So this will satisfy some speeds as well. Not that I want to be using speeds on this, but there we go. All right. And that will unlock Ice Bomb Frenzy. So we'll be all set on that one. And yeah, if I look at these events, yeah, I'm going to need a bunch more to get these unlocked all the way. So we'll come back around to that one as part of the kind of gameplay. All right, so we'll come back around to that one. Let's focus on spending for a minute. First of all, I messed up. I messed up on something. Let me explain. I was looking and talking to a lot of you. I got the Discord set up. It's been great there. Thanks for joining me there. And by the way, see this little 5% bouncing above my head? Don't forget, a lot of you who follow me already hear this every time I record, but if you're new or if you need a reminder, check the video description for an affiliate link. If you use that link, if you're gonna buy Frost Stars anyways, if you use that link, it helps me out. It gives me some free Frost Stars as a result, kind of gives me credit for the sale, so to speak. But what I do is I wait for this 5% top off bonus to be running, and then I use the official shop because it's the only one I trust. And if you use my link, I'd appreciate it. It helps me, supports the channel, keeps me going. So that's that. But the mistake I made yesterday was actually, I was doing all this analysis, thinking about T11s. I realized that speed ups is what I'm going to need so much of, the most of. And there was a speed up deal in here. I forgot what it was called, Heroes something, whatever. I was going to buy it, and I figured, oh, let me wait until I'm on camera tonight and buy it. It would expired yesterday. So I missed an opportunity to buy out. I was going to buy that out, $185 worth of speed ups, and it would have put a bunch more speed ups in the tank in addition to the Tech Storm ones that I put in the tank. So, man, I really regret not doing that because I didn't want to do it off camera. I tried to save as much as I can for recording. I messed up because I didn't look at the time. So, lesson learned, make sure you look at your times. So speaking of that, we got the custom pet chest. I'm purposely punting on this one. I mentioned this yesterday because with the new pets, I believe we're going to get an upgrade on the pet chests, and I don't want to do too much. I just did the $5. And then these combat medic packs, don't need. Daily deals, let's see if I can get anything on this. Let's see if I can get some luck. Nope, 0 luck. And these will wait until next week. Well, just a couple days to renew the weekly cards, and everything else we're just claiming for now. All right, there we go. And there is something I want to do on the regular pack tonight. So on the regular pack tonight, what I want to do is I'm going to start picking up some things that are like only $5. And I don't know if I'm not going to do them every day. Some of these are going to be like weekly things because these reset weekly. But all right, so here's the thing. I'm not hyper focused on VIP efficiency, but it is a fact that the more you get a better value for VIP points at the $5 mark. So where it makes sense to buy items at the $5 mark, just because they're hard to get anyway. So that's why I got the Lunar Amber for $5 and I got the Mithril for $5. It also gives me some VIP points. I'm going to do the same thing with the accessory construction contract because I'm trying to, this isn't the best ROI in the game. It's not the best power per dollar to work on island components, but it is nice to plus up that lighthouse and the dock. So, and we do get some of these organically in some of the events, but now, this will help me progress towards those contracts that you need to turn into blueprints to do the upgrades. And then I'm not going to worry about pets right now because I got a lot of that stashed. But here is another one. We look at the expert stuff. I don't see a way to get expert stuff anywhere else. And so I'm going to start buying these, I think, weekly, just at the $5 mark. Again, it's kind of like VIP efficiency, and especially with experts, there's just not a better way to get them. I could actually start buying the mystery badge packs as well, which I'm going to do today, because these will help with widgets with the next generation heroes as well, because those widgets will be in the mystery shop. And then if we scan through the rest of this, I don't think the rest of this has much value other than if we get into like, you know, if I want to start getting some extra research in the tank, or if I wanted to get extra steel, which is, and I did that for the $5. So I think I will do the steel for the $5. And the transfer packs, this takes a long time to reset, but I think I'm going to grab those every time it resets, because after the first two you get at $5 a piece, but by the time you get the third one, see, this should only cost $15, but it costs $20. So I'm going to just do the first two on the transfer packs just so I can have those in the tank if I ever need them. I'm going to need 50 if I ever need to transfer, but I'm just going to continually acquire them at the $5 rate. That way, if I ever do need to transfer, you know, I don't have to spend a whole bunch of money doing it. That's kind of like a little, I guess, efficiency hack there. And those little purchases kind of go towards a VIP as well. All right. That's what we got in the basic shop there. We do have the deal section. And what I'm going to do tonight is a little different here than I've been doing. So I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to grab this at the $5 mark. And there's two reasons. Mainly, you know, it's $5 VIP, but also we get the mythic exploration and, you know, and what are they called? Exploration and expedition books there. So that'll help because we have new heroes coming. But the main thing I'm going to actually spend them on tonight is a little different. I have been waiting to try to get these epic heroes finished off, and I just need a bunch of shards. So I'm going to start using this since I don't need it for anything else right now, and I have a pretty good bank of mythic shards built up. I don't need anything else in the shop, but I do need these, and they're not coming as fast as I'd like to. Like, I need hundreds of these still. And that's all I got is 81. So I figure I'll start, you know, doing that just so I can have those finished off. And I don't know if I think with the Hall of Heroes, probably my next Hall of Heroes, this is going to reset, and these tickets won't be good anymore. So I'll convert that to XP. All right, and then we got the Wayfarer, just make that claim. Got the travel rewards, which is the last day. So this will, I think we're going to get a new offer soon. Sign in and earn it. Hey, I didn't forget to buy it this time. And then we'll grab that claim, and Deadshot, there's no more claims to make, and we're good here. Okay, so that's the deal section. All right, with that spending done, we do have fishing tournament coming up again, and I do like to do this just to try to get the island components, basically, you know, in the fishing tournament. And it's not bad if I can get the whale mark skin as well, because it helps. Anything helps with Beast Day. Let's see. The other thing we have, I was contemplating getting this Jubilee decoration pack. I don't necessarily like, you know, not like, when I say I don't like something, it's not like I hate it. This isn't my favorite type of, you know, cosmetic, basically. It's this Wonderland, this Forest Wonderland thing. It's kind of cutesy, but it is Children's Week, so that's what it is. It's a cutesy thing. And I don't like it as far as, like, I wouldn't necessarily want to spend a bunch of money on it. It's, like I said, it's a cosmetic. But if you're collecting island pieces and you're trying to get that up, and you do get, you know, troops attack with it. But the thing I was looking at it for is, look at this. It comes with 100 general speed ups as well. So not only do I get some island component, you know, out of it, but I also get some speed ups for it. Man, I mean, that's, it's tempting. And this is the last day I can buy it. But ultimately, I am still trying to do stuff that has high ROI, and I just can't, as much as I want to pull the trigger on it, it's not the highest ROI, so I'm not going to. I'm going to resist the urge, resist the temptation tonight. All right, then we've got the Memory Festival. So let's work this right to left like I've been doing. We'll take our last claim here. This event is winding down. We are going to do the Penguin Shop tonight. I'm going to show you the analysis I did on the Penguin Shop, so stay tuned for that. We got the Party Expert, you know, and I need to clear these rewards, so you know what? Let's take care of that first before we play the game and do the rest of the purchase, because that way I can just clear these two events in one. Sorry for bouncing around a little bit on you tonight, but let's take a look. And this, I just need a lot of speeds, man. So I'm trying to get Holger, you know, up because it's been useful for Arena. So let's see. We got to get this one. And this one, and that one's going to need another one once I get the books. So I can max these out though. I mean, I can always learn more than I need, but I think what I'm going to do, since this one's going to be tapped out for a little bit, these two are already maxed out. And this one's at level 7. This one's ready to go to 9. Yeah, I'll do this one so that I can kind of get this one leveled up as well. And there we go. Put some in the tank for that one. And then I'll get another one going for this one. And I'll just let that one cook. And let's see how that did for points. All right. Still need some more for King of Icefield. Okay. Not a lot more, but we do have the gathering out in progress, so I should be able to finish off the rest. Yeah, that should be doable with the gathering that's going on. And then for this one, oh, so close. So close. Chief gear, speed ups for construction, research. Yeah, all right. You know what? We'll do a little research, and that'll give me an opportunity to talk about the research tree. Sorry for bouncing around tonight. I am going all over the place on you too, and giving you the whirlwind tour tonight. All right, here we go. Let's do a little bit of speed ups here, just to see. Let's see. I didn't even calculate how much I'm going to need. It can't be that much though. Oh, just do one at a time until I see that top number. Well, one at a time isn't going to be enough now, is it? Oh, but the top number I don't need to worry about, because that one I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to handle that with the. Yeah, that's the one. The King of Icefield I'm going to be able to handle with. Pretty sure I'll be able to handle that with gathering. I think. If not, I'll do a little bit more research to finish it off. And the party expert, I think I did finish off. All right, and let's see where I'm sitting. I mean, if I need to push this farther, I will, just because I put so much effort and money into it at this point. I might as well take first, right? You know, put in a bunch of gems and stuff. I wasn't necessarily trying to take first, but as organically as I did the other things, I ended up in first. So now that I'm there, I don't want somebody to snipe me because, you know, the rewards are good, you know. So that's where we're sitting with party expert. All right. Again, bouncing around a little bit, but I'll go back to the research later, and I'll show the tree a little bit more. So let's see. Now we'll take care of these daily missions. So we get the last few ice orbs. There we go. I think that's all the ice orbs I can get. And then we'll buy the rest. So here we go. Buy this up to the $100 mark. And I don't think I'll need to buy more tonight, but we'll talk about that. I'll show you the spreadsheet I have come up with the valuation. And we'll talk about that as well. All right, here we go. Get my free one. All right. Now I'll do these 20 at a time. Let's see where we end up. I'm at 150 coins right now. 150,000, I should say. But what I really want is to cycle that left bumper and get more Lucky Hero Gear chests. I don't mind cycling the right bumper also, but I really want to be cycling the left bumper as much as possible. Nice, and I think I just cycled it again. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah, right. Got it cycled one more. If I can cycle it every time I drop the balls, that's awesome. Nice. All right, got another 50 Lucky Hero Gear chests. Come on, cycle it again. All right. Now I have been getting about 20,000 coins a night when I don't get the extra bonuses. This progression tier is all maxed out already. Hopefully that'll continue tonight, so I should end up around 170, I hope. With a little luck. Come on. Cycle that twice. That'd be nice. Nice. Just a couple bounces away from cycling it again. Nice. Well, here we go. Close to 170, not quite 170. Oh, very close to 170. Oh, man. And now I don't know if I'm going to be able to cycle that last one with the Lucky Hero Gear chest sitting right there staring me in the face. Come on. Just hit it. Just hit it a couple times, will you? Oh. Oh, come on. No. That's going to be tempting. I might actually put another... I might put another $100 into this. Let's talk about that. So we're at 170,000. Let me tell you why I might put another $100 into this event. So here's the spreadsheet I have, and this is, I've been kind of working on it a little bit, and I wasn't worried about it until the last day, but basically here's what I checked off as far as what I wanted to buy. If I got both city skins, and let me tell you about that. Like the whole reason I might get the city skin, the Dragon Invasion, even though I don't necessarily want it, is mainly because of the medallion, and the medallion does give some cool stats over time. It's not the highest ROI, but if you're like a skin collector, and I keep on being told, like, as you progress, the thing that'll distinguish certain whales from one another is who has all the extras. The more little extras you have, the more it makes a difference. I don't know if I'm gonna ever be that big of a spending whale. I am spending a bunch right now, but I fully intend to get back on a budget at some point. I don't know. It depends on how good these affiliate link deals go and how well the YouTube channel goes. Maybe I will be one of those whales. But right now, I think I'm just spending a bunch because I put in a bunch of money in the top off because of that 5% bonus, and because I got a little money extra from contracting and stuff. So that all said, I don't know if I'm going to be that type of whale, but it is nice to have the extra stats, and it is nice to have that medallion, and I'm almost on the cusp of getting the next medallion level. So that's a consideration there. So I did check it as one of the things I wanted to buy. So basically all those, the nameplate as well, for the same reason, even though I don't really, it's not my favorite thing in the world. It will help with the points for the medallion. And then we got Fire Crystals Mithril. So let's take a look at what's going on here. What I did is I established a relative value by saying, I started out with charm designs because I thought charm designs were going to be the best value in the shop, but it turns out our gut instinct, because a lot of us were saying this, that the Mithril was the best value in the shop. The Mithril, and I know some folks have done some of the math on the projected outcomes and stuff like that to do it differently. I just took a different approach to this. I said, what is the value of the item in the Penguin shop in comparison to what the normal value we can get in the item valuation tab is? So, basically comparing Mithril to every other item and looking at that ratio of that relative value from Mithril to something else in comparison to the Penguin shop. So like, what is the relative value of Mithril to design plans compared in the normal shop compared to this shop? And that way I can see what the value is, where are the better value items. And as you can see, it turns out that Mithril is number one in value, and number one in value is the Lucky Hero Gear Chest Special Deal Daily Deal. That's better than the Mithril even. I didn't want to use that as a baseline because it's not a normal deal. As you can see, the Lucky Hero Gear Chest deal in here is actually worse. It's ranked 7. So they're tied for 7. So if we look, the next item is the Charm Designs and Charm Guides. That's the next highest value. And then we've got the Fire Crystals is the next value. And then we've got the Lucky Hero Gear Chest and Essence Stones, which if you don't really need the Essence Stones, this is a technical value type of thing, but do you actually need it? Is it scarce? Not really. So that's just a question of if you feel like you need those items or not. And then we've got the training speed ups next. Followed by the worst value in the shop is basically the Chief Gear stuff. So that's the absolute worst value in the shop. So if I go back and let me just do a little real-time editing here, and I say, so this stuff right here would take 184,000 to buy all these things. But if I really don't even want the Essence Stones, right? Well, now I'm at 163.6. So I don't really think I need the Essence Stones. Like that's 240 Essence Stones. But do I want to spin that wheel one more time to get that last 50 Lucky Hero Gear chests? Yeah, I sure do. So, is it going to be worth it in the end? Not really. Well, I don't know. you know, I'm going to get a bunch more essence stones, and I'm going to get 50 more hero gear chests. It seems like a waste to just let it sit there. Look at it. It's just asking me, please, please take me. So why not? All right. We'll see what we end up with here. Oh, I don't need to be in the 1 anymore. Let's go back to the 20. Oh, man. Maybe we'll even cycle it twice, and then it'll be really worth the extra 100. If I get 2 lucky hero gear chests out of that $100, that would be actually a really good value then. Where are we? Oh, we're getting close. Can we do it? Come on. Cycle that bad boy. Once. Come on, come on, come on. Nice. All right. We're definitely getting 2. So we're getting 100 extra lucky hero gear chests for that $100. All right, now I'm happy. And we'll be able to get a few more things that they're down on the valuation level there, but you know. All right, and flip this to 10. And now we'll just do the last one at a time. See if I can get those general mythic at least. No, come on. You stink. Come on, penguin. Nice, all right. One last prize there. Before I get a 10 coin. Come on. Yeah, can you give me 10 again? How about a 500 right here? That'd be nice. All right. All right, we're done. We're officially done. Claim all these. All right. Now it's time to go shopping. Now that's it. That's all for the penguin bounce. And it's time to go shopping. We have 179. So let's go through this in priority order according to what I saw in that spreadsheet there. First, we're going to, of course, grab the daily deal. I'm definitely going to grab this, and I'm going to just take a pause, take a break to do that right now because I've been waiting for that. So, what is this? Oh, the sea shanty. I got to unlock those just for, just to get the island decorations. I mean, let's see. Oh no, I forgot about this chest. Yeah, I could get it for the sea shanty, or I can do, this is why I paused on it, or I can do lucky hero gear chest. Probably the sea shanty is a higher, I mean, I don't know, value for me. I got to think about that one. All right, let's leave that one alone. That's a problem for another day. Here we go. The dancing lion. This is what I wanted because it goes with my dragon stuff. I really would like one of the circus ones as well. For some reason, I just like this one. I think it's kind of goofy, and I like circus acts and stuff. But can't get it today, so we're going to grab this one. There we go. And now we got that. So when I want to display that or play around with it, I got it. And now we go back to the shop. And now, as I said, it's not the best value in the world, but, you know, you guys convinced me. It's worth it for, let's see. It's worth it for the medallion, and it is 2%, you know, I don't know. I was convinced that I really want to grab that for, you know, I want to do cosmetics for things that I really want to do. But in this case, since I spent so much on the event anyways, where is it here? Yeah, since I spent, oh, this is the temporary one. Since I spent so much on the event anyways, I guess I'll have to flip to the, oh, unless it's in my backpack. Why am I not seeing it? Yeah, I should, probably because the temporary one's still there. I'll wait until that one expires, then I'll activate the other one. But essentially what this is coming down to is if we look at the medallion level is, you know, I've got a ways to go there, but, you know, every city skin you get, there we go. So every city skin you get bumps that up a little bit, you know, and I'm on my way to Silver Medallion 2, basically. So, this in the Dancing Lion. I didn't know you can do it from this interface, but that's kind of cool. So there we go. Now I'm a level 12 Silver Medallion 1. And I can grab these. So, takes a little time to get to Silver Medallion 2, but I'm on my way. And that's how you get there, is by these, I don't know, I don't want to call them silly things, but these types of things. So the name cards, the name plates, things like this. Yeah, the name plates, that's how you're going to get there. And so you just got to put some in the tank at the end of the day. This one is permanent. All right. So it just takes time to grind all those things out. They're little points, but you know, now I need 300,000 more to get to the next level. And then I'll get some more rewards for that. But you know, going on the progression from 1 to 2. And 2 is kind of nice because I get a 2% troops health bump. So this is the thing, like, is it worth getting that city skin for the 2%? No, but if you combine it all, I don't know, it's all relative, right? Like, yes, it's worth it to some degree, but it's not the best ROI. But then you combine the fact that you're going to try to grind the medallions, and I'm playing as a whale, so all right, whatever. I've talked about it enough. Don't like that I had to do it. I'm going to do the same thing here. Don't like that I had to do it, but I did. And let's just go, I'm going to do the same thing here. If we go, what is it? In the nameplates, I'll just do it this way. So that's what I'm looking like for the Silver Medallion. All right. Come back to the shop. Now, of course, the next thing we want to buy is the Mithril. And then, so Mithril was number 2. Number 3 was actually the Charm Designs. And the Charm Guides. And then number, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Then we got the Fire Crystals. 6 is the General Speed Ups. And then 7 and 8 is the Lucky Hero Gear Chests and the Essence Stones. Oh, all right, and there we go. So yeah, and then, because then if you start looking at what's left, these are all the things that aren't the highest value anymore. So after that, 7, 8, after those 7, 8, the next highest value would be like the training speed ups. These Chief Gear materials and the General Mythic are some of the worst value items here. So basically, I might as well just buy the rest that I can. And let's see. Yeah, in either case, I'm going to end up with some leftover, it looks like. So I'll buy what I can in the Essence Stones. Seems like I have a lot of Essence Stones, but... All right, and then I'll just grab some of these. And I'm going to end up with 30 left over. Yeah, not much I can do about that. There's nothing I can get for 30. Those are 35. So that's all we got. All right. That's the Penguin Shop. And that's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff gone. But look, you know, Fire Crystal's looking good. Mithril, not looking great. Not like when I had a couple hundred, but hey, 73. I'll take it. We got some Lucky Hero Gear chest open tonight, though. Let's take care of that. All right, let's see. That's your childhood memory. I think that's it. That's it for childhood memory. So now let's take a look at... Man, I got a bunch of things to do tonight. All right, this is a big night on a lot of little content. It's a death by 1,000 paper cuts tonight. Can I get lucky here? Nope. Take care of these. All right. Take care of that. Put these in the tank. All right, here we go. 612. So I should get at least 600. If I get anything more than that, I get lucky. I'm sorry, I should get at least 6. I should get at least 600. I should get at least 6. So 6 out of 600 would be 1%. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is awesome. I think that's pretty good. I mean, some of you got really ridiculous luck sometimes, but I got twice as many as I'm supposed to get. That's awesome. Out of 612 chests, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's awesome. That's great luck. I got a lot of mythic pieces in the bank now. That's awesome. All right. And yeah, so take a look at the speed ups quick. This is why I'm worried. I need more speed ups. More. Can't have enough speed ups. In fact, somebody suggested I should really pivot to start getting speed ups with Mia's fortune hunt. I think that's actually the right thing to do. I'm going to look at speed ups differently now. Everything I do, when I see an opportunity to buy speed ups, it's going to be speed ups because we got that T11 push coming. All right. That's the backpack. Now, I promised that I would take a look at research. So let's take a look at that quickly. So somebody was asking me in Discord tonight, did I finish my economy tree? And my economy research. And I said no, because there came a point where I was like, what's it even matter anymore? It's going to use a whole bunch of steel. It's not the highest, it's not the super expensive, and it doesn't, take the most amount of time and stuff, but it does kind of add up. But I was thinking, like, why bother? But it turns out, especially people who are more advanced with T12s and stuff, now every little bit counts for resources. And any day that I'm not, getting this, accumulating, is actually, it's kind of like that compound interest type of concept. Like if I were to max this out now, I'll be getting more resources later, and when I really need them, I'll have them. I'm getting a lot from just buying them now, but from what I understand, when you start getting into T11, T12 territory, you need even more resources. So even though it's generally not recommended to spend much time on the economy tree, especially if you're mid-spend or low to spend, like, you can get more resources by gathering and other things. But for me, it may actually be worth doing, and it may be an important strategy to make sure that I have enough resources to compete in all these events and stuff. So I'm going to think about that. What I really need to do, though, is I need to take a look at what the costs are and how much steel I need, because I don't want to start doing this and affect my push for T11. So I got to do a little math there. Here's what things are looking like on the growth tree. I think growth tree is almost maxed out. So we've got things looking pretty good on growth. Things get quite prohibitively expensive here. This is just camp expansion. That's just the number of troops can be done at the same time. So I'm not too worried about those. I'll do that when I can. I do like the healing speed, because that becomes important in battle. But look, we're in the zone now where it takes 120,000 steel. Look at all the resources it takes, and 34 days of research just for the level 1. And if I finish off trainer tools, that enhances the speed of troops, this is going to take 63 days of speeds, or 63 real calendar days, and 280. That's a little over 250,000, almost 1/3 of steel for that one. But when I go to promote T10 to T11, that could actually have and like that's an advantage over 2.5 million troops. Enhancing the speed will be kind of important. So I don't know. I think I'm going to probably look at that one as well. And of course, battle. I've been focusing so much on battle because I want to make sure I'm in good shape for castle and stuff like this. But these are getting very well. This one's not too bad at this point because it's just the entry level one. But look at this one. I can't show you. So let's see if I can find one of these. No, a lot of these are already maxed up. Yeah, it's hard to show you because these ones. But this grind, basically, this progressive grind gets incremental, and it's going to use a bunch. So, and these are also, I'm trying to focus on the things like I'm not too worried about marksman health, for example, right? Like I've optimized the ones that are the most important ones, and the rest of them, I'll come around to it when I have some time. I've focused on tanking. So basically making sure that I've got like infantry health and defense and things like this powered up. We got to come back around and fill it out. But, I'm not too worried about infantry attack, for example, right? So anyways, this is what the battle tree is looking like, and I do need to keep on working on that. But there is somebody else I was watching saying, like, if you think about it, like when we get to the where are some of the like infantry, I don't know if this lethality is a good example here, but like if you look at the bonus you get, like the 5% here compared to some of the other things, like the T11 push and the stat you get from T11, these seem to be, small in comparison. So we will want to finish them out, but I don't know, with T11 coming in 30 days, I don't know if the battle tree is where I want to spend my time. That's where I'm getting at right now. I don't know if the battle tree is where I want to spend any of my time anymore once I get these up pretty good. Like maybe I'll go with shield upgrade up to finish that one out. And then after that, I think the next focus is just T11. and then, you know, and come back. But I could, you know, grind out some of these economy ones. I could work on the trainer tools, at least while I'm in between doing some of the T11 push, because that's not going to be instant either. So this is what I'm thinking. That's what's on my mind, but I just want to show you the research tree because some of you were asking about it. All right, let's see. There's one more thing I wanted to show before I'm done tonight. This is a little bit of a long one tonight because there was a lot of little things. Let me remind you, so let me give you a little reminder here. I am going to do a Trek study. I've got 935 Treks, but we have Valeria coming out, I think, next week. So I think I'm going to pivot from Romulus to Valeria only because Valeria is the SVS expert, and she's going to really help in SVS, and that's kind of what I'm built for right now, is helping with SVS. So I do know that Romulus is important, but he's also a very long grind. So anything I can do to get Valeria off on the right, you know, foot, and I'll be able to do a little study with the of the Frontier Treks versus, you know, spending items otherwise. That'll be helpful as well. So that's what I got that to look forward to. We got the Prestige Wheel Spinner that'll come around to the end to look forward to. Let me clear this while I'm in here. Okay, we also have Gaia Heart to do tonight, but let me do a little work on the heroes first because, I don't know, I kind of screwed it up last time, but I think what I'm going to end up doing is dropping the gear from Mia, because I'm going to use Mia in I'm going to use Mia in one of those like the no Lancer type of squads, and all I need is her skills, not her gear and stats. So, and then I'm going to put on the next highest, I'm going to put the gear here. So equip that there. And then what's the next highest? Then we have Molly. So give her that gear. And then I think we're good on, oh no, then we need, oh, we have so much to do. So then we need to take these off of here and put them on the season 3.
Law is the shield of justice.
So season 3 gets the good gear here. And then Philly's got the good gear here. Then we got Mia with no gear, doesn't need any gear.
You do notice the artistry in my...
He needs some gear.
I'm back.
And who else? Let's see. What are we looking at? I think he needs some gear. All right. And then the rest, I think I can leave. I do have some mythic gear I can throw on there, but I don't want to mess around with the... It's small points, and I don't want to mess around with the epic, because then I'll have to go back and choose the epic, because I want to keep the mythic for grinding. All right. The other thing is we got a whole bunch of components experience now, so let's just take a look at that gear, see if there's anything else I can contribute here. So these are all maxed, those are all maxed, or waiting. I can throw some here. It's kind of like a placeholder.
The hunt only ends.
And I can throw some more here. And this will kind of help with the arena while it's sitting there holding them for me. Yeah, and then, all right, so that's what I want to do is I'm going to put some more on the second marksman. Because I think in arena this ends up being Greg for me. All right, and then
nothing is beyond
the hunt. You do notice
get a little bit more over here. There we go. All right, so now I've got all those plussed up. Can't do anything more there unless I want to do more essence stone work, which I don't tonight. Now we can do Labyrinth. And I don't know if I'm going to do this right. Every time I've been thinking that I mess it up, but let's see what happens. So, and I don't know what things are looking like overall, but let's give it a shot here, because I feel like I'm doing it wrong all the time. So I want to do my Gen 3 heroes here with Philly. And then I'm going to do a little bit more infantry here. And then here I'm going to do Mia with the next best heroes for infantry, and Alonso's the best for attack there. So this will get the, I'm going to do 40. It's going to be 45, 10, 45. I think is what's generally recommended for this one. I could do 48, 4, 48 as well, but I'll do this one. And then for the last one, just basically all the best that I have left. And we'll do kind of a more standard 50, 20, 30. And I don't know. Let's see what happens. Like I said, I feel like I always get it wrong. Well, that worked. Alright, I like that lineup. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, that'll work, I think. Oh, come on, man. Let's look at that battle report and see what happened. 70,000 survivors. Well, their marksmen and lancers were left, which means they're not getting behind the line enough, probably. Well, I guess let me go with the previous premise of, where is it? That you just have to kind of rely on the luck and the ratios in this gen. So go with that. And see what happens. No, this isn't going to work. Oh, so close. Ugh, come on, man. So close. Oh, man. Hey, all right. All right. Got a little luck on my side. Nice. Well, that's the first time I saw that. Both of them wiped each other out. All right. Well, I got a little luck on that last one. I don't know if I get that lineup quite right yet, still, but it worked out. Worked out a little bit better. All right, that's Labyrinth. Let's see. It's been a long content night tonight, but let's see. We can wrap this up. We got VIP. Clear this out, and look at that. We've got 1.7 mil. All that spending, I got 1.7 mil. As far as I know, it's going to take 8 more mil to get to Frostsphere. So this is what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at, 47. It's been there for a while because I've been waiting for those VIP points to add up. But you know, we'll do a day where we have some content. I have some content planned. Where we're going to do one of these spinner days. Last thing I wanted to mention is, aside from, you know, again, use that affiliate link in the video description. If you're going to buy Frost Stars anyways, use that and it'll give me some Frost Stars as well. That's one way you can help out. These days, you can actually join my Discord. That is in the link as well. And you can help out there by just, you know, joining the community, sharing ideas, thoughts, whatever, helping each other. We're trying to kind of form a community there. It's still very new, but I do have some giveaways going on. So If nothing else, if you want to, some of you have been asking, like, are you going to do any gifts? Well, one thing I'm able to do right now is I have a bunch of gift codes to give away. So I'm doing giveaways a little bit regularly right now. I've got one running right now, actually. So if you made it to the end of this video, here's your little reward. Go in and register for that giveaway. Sign up for the Discord, pay attention to that channel, turn on notifications for the giveaways channel. And then when I do eventually figure out how to do some Frost Star giveaways, which I am going to do one of those eventually, but it might be like a month before I do those, then that'll be where I do that as well. It's all going to be happening in the Discord. So come and join the community. We're all there waiting for you. There's so many people. I can't thank you enough for all the outpouring, all the help, everybody. There's a nice active discussion and a bunch of people helping each other already. I actually love it. It's more people and more to do than I have time to do, actually. So I'm going to need some help over time, and we'll figure it out. It's very, very early days. So we'll get it right, though. So, hang in there with me, join the community, hang in there with me, and help out, and we'll get it there together. Last thing is just a reminder, and I think a lot of people don't realize how much it helps for you to just do something super simple. All you have to do, and it's super simple. You just have to hit that little like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It helps the algorithm so much. I'd be so grateful for you to do that. If you haven't done it already, please do it. It helps so much. That's all I have for you tonight. Thank you very much for joining me. And until next time, I'll see you later.